Hello. Thank you for listening to and watching You Had Options. This episode, I have Adam and Christopher from the very good band Salvo. They will be playing at Saturn in Birmingham, Alabama, on May 13th, this Saturday, with the Ladies of opening. Should be great. Go to this show. They said, they don't know when they're going to be playing Birmingham again. So you got to go check them out. Yeah, great conversation. We talk about their most recent album, The Traveler. Talk about inspiration behind some of the songs and the whole concept of the album. Yeah, great conversation. We talk a little bit about their former band, Pain, but this is all Salvo. All the time. Yeah, great talk. Go follow them on Instagram at Salvo the band. Go listen to The Traveler and their album that came out before that, Off the Charts, wherever you get your music. They should have vinyl for The Traveler in the near future. They said it's on the way, so be on the lookout for that. Yeah, go find You Had Options on Instagram at You Had Options. Rate, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. You know the drill. But yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. Okay. Adam and Christopher from Salvo.
Yes.
Thanks for joining me.
Good afternoon.
Thank you.
How are y'all?
Fair to middling.
Fair to Midland?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fairly well.
Fairly well. That's good. You guys got a show coming up.
Yes, we
at
do.
Saturn, right?
Saturn Saturday.
The 13th?
May 13th. We sure do.
Okay. Who's playing?
The Ladies of are playing with us. They'll go on about 8 p.m. and we will go on at 9 p.m. sharp.
Okay. Are you guys excited?
Yes. I'm gonna rap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gonna be
Christopher
awesome.
Johnson has a. He's going to break it down.
I've been watching a lot of Dave. Been taking notes.
Oh, Little Dicky.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. Yeah.
Right on.
So we did it in Mobile, and it's pretty cool.
You rapped?
So, I did.
Okay.
And people lost their goddamn mind.
What did
Can
you
I cuss on this?
You
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I did not mean to cuss.
This is a Christian podcast. No, I'm just joking.
I'm so sorry.
This is we're in conjunction with the TVN, or I forgot the Christian channel.
I don't know either. But I'll tell you one thing. Yes, we are excited about playing the Saturn Bar. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. The Traveler, the last album.
Right.
Did I see that there's vinyl now?
There will be vinyl. We just received test pressing, so it's been any day now since December, honestly.
Yeah.
So there will be in the near future.
Yeah, the vinyl process sucks.
We got caught right in the loop, right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Right in the sag where you can get one a lot quicker now.
Yeah.
But when we placed the order, we got stuck with that thing. And it's been frustrating as an understatement.
Right.
So, but we really wanted to have these albums ready for our show. So we printed off homemade goods and T-shirts instead.
Okay.
Yeah. But we will be playing songs from The Traveler.
Yeah.
And it is streaming.
Yeah.
And we were doing that. And really, really happy with how the new songs are coming across live.
Yeah. It's good. I was in preparation for this. I was listening to it a lot earlier today.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But thank you.
Yeah, I liked Jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah.
You wrote that song.
I did write
That's
that
a good
song.
one.
Yeah, that song's been found a nice pocket live, and Yeah, that was fun. That song got inspired by me falling off my amp or jumping off my amp and nearly falling off the stage at the Nick.
Okay.
And made the joke that my ego broke the fall. And I told our bass player Adrian Marmolejo about that.
Yeah.
And he said, that's a lyric. So I totally ran with that. And he wrote a really cool bass line for it.
What does jack-o'-lantern style mean?
Oh, I have no idea now. I did at the time.
Yeah.
You know.
It means groovy, baby.
Groovy baby. There you go. Mr. Johnson.
I was my interpretation was like, maybe I got too deep and I was like, oh, it's, jack-o'-lantern, say you got like a week with them and they like start falling apart. You know?
Yeah. It's like, all lit up and snaggletooth. Yeah.
What how many members do you guys have playing live usually?
About 28.
28?
Yeah.
Just 8.
8. Just 8. 8. We have 8 people. Yeah. And everyone is essential.
Yeah?
Yeah, for now.
For now.
I'm kidding.
We've recorded with more people. We've performed with more people, but the core of the band is 8 people. It always has been. It always will be.
Yeah. Is it because not everybody lives in Birmingham, right?
No.
So we have New Orleans.
I just moved here.
Yeah.
Really?
Me and the trumpet player were coming here from New Orleans to perform. And he's still down there with his wife and kids and stuff, but I moved up here to be closer to family and do a couple of little different things.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and then the rhythm section is pretty much from here, but then Dan's like up in the Carolinas somewhere. I always forget where. I don't know.
Well, there's 2 of them.
I'm bad at names, specialist locations.
Right, yeah.
So.
Yeah, we're spread out in at least 3 to 4 states.
Is it tough getting rehearsal and?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've made the joke, but the loving joke that it's like herding feral cats into the shuttle bus for the early bird special.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like herding cats.
But we had an 8-piece band with Pain. That's where this came from. Was the band Pain.
Right.
And we were members of that, and then we formed this, and we had 8 people in that, and the only difference was we all lived in the same town.
Well, too, also like the whole world shut down, so we had to learn how to use like file sharing and like zooms and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And so we get things done like that too, from a distance. The Traveler, actually, the horn section, me and Jack recorded in New Orleans at a satellite studio and sent it to the mother studio. It's like a whole weird thing.
Yeah.
We had never done before because it used to be simple back in the 90s, when we were under another name.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Sorry, go on.
No, yeah, COVID definitely kind of displaced us.
Yeah.
So we had 2 horns recorded in New Orleans, 1 here over at Ola Elegante Studios with Les Newby. And then we kind of part of putting the album together, Dan and I recorded a lot of it at home for that album.
Okay.
And then Les put it all together for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, is the writing process the same way? Just like where everybody's so split? It's
interesting. Dan and I have started splitting a lot of the stuff.
Okay.
Dan's always had fully realized ideas, pretty much.
Okay.
Somebody offers, input here and there. And the Traveler album, we kind of just ended up splitting. We didn't mean to, but it ended up about 50-50. Where he's a fun guy to work with. He has I don't know anybody that writes like him. I don't think we know anybody that
He's very unique. Very unique.
Yeah.
He and when he has an idea, you get so encouraged, inspired by it, you just jump on it.
Yeah.
And we've got I know we get excited just whoever goes with something, and we start to run with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I can't.
So basically what the writing process is, we have, if not a finished song, then an idea.
Yeah.
And we kind of, it's rare that all of us are in the room at the same time coming up with a song. When we get together, though, we just did a NPR Tiny Desk concert submission.
Oh, nice.
For a new song called Love Comes Down that'll come out in a later release in the year, or we'll record it later. And that was beautiful because having the horns in town like Christopher Johnson and Jason Reed, they were able to really throw some beautiful color into that song. What would you say, Christopher?
I would say I agree that it's been nice to be around you and Jason and some of the Birmingham cats more. Birmingham's a cool city. I've had a lot of blessings since I moved here a month ago. That's about where I'm at. And so I don't know, man. I feel good about the way things are going. I feel good about the show this weekend. I think we have a couple albums coming out soon, and I've heard good tonality and stuff. So I feel like the future is bright, and I'm wearing shades.
That's right, baby. Okay. There's a lot of instrumentation on the albums, like just instruments and from the gamut of instruments.
Oh yeah.
Does somebody pull out an instrument and you're like, God damn it, glockenspiel, why are we doing this?
Yeah,
Jack pulled out the French horn on the
yes,
Traveler.
By special request. That was good. So we need a flugelhorn. We have a French horn that too.
Our trumpet player played French horn. It was so cool.
Yeah, that song, Give, and another song on the album, and played harp on a song called Song About Rain, actual Celtic harp on that.
Celtic harp.
Yeah, the first album off
tiny?
the charts. It's a 3-octave harp. This. You sit like this with it.
Well, I guess compared to an actual
cherub,
harp. Yeah.
But it's something else. But that was the weirdest one on that album.
Yeah.
But we've run the gamut with as far as instrumentation with strings and brass and woodwinds and stuff. We've had some fun with that. We've had cellos and piccolos and English horns, and our friends at String Theory, Melanie Rogers and Neve Toohey, play violin and viola.
Okay.
And their cellists as well. Has been just really a beautiful thing to be able to work with our friends. We worked with Neve back in the Pain days when the song "Born Like a Girl."
Yeah,
she played violin really fast on that, so it was fun to bring her back.
We call that fiddle when it's that fast.
Fiddle.
She fiddled it up.
You ain't wrong.
So thank you, Neve. And they played on our song "Give" on the new Traveler album, and so we're really happy with the concept of that record because the album was it is a concept record.
Yeah.
It was originally thing as a double record, but we were able to squeeze all the songs onto one disc.
Yeah.
And I can always expand on that if you want.
Well, was the concept just traveling?
Yeah, we just travel. Look at stuff. Go, there you go.
Around.
Can I give you an Easter egg?
Please.
Yes.
All right.
Exclusive.
So, do you know what a performance piece is?
Yeah.
All right, so when you go to the orchestra, there's a performance piece as a theme, as a narrative, right? So that's what Dan was trying to do with this one. It took me a while to get hip to it, to be honest. But, The Traveler is the same thing as the theme from Mussorgsky's pictures. You got your theme, which is like your traveler moving along, comes in and out from time to time, but you have all these little minuets and little details on the way.
Yeah.
And that's the story. Man, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. No, you're right. That was the total inspiration for that. As for our version was somebody leaves their home and along the way discovers things about themselves and the meaning of themselves and
discover
characters.
themselves. They discover what it's like to be part of family. So many wonderful things. And but always the theme comes back. The traveler.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just like the visitor at the museum in Mussorgsky's thing.
Yeah.
Well, the promenade that keeps repeating.
Promenade.
Yeah. That's what we have. That several lines that repeat throughout the album, and different songs and different styles of music, different keys.
Yeah, I don't know if we talked about that in public, but I think it's rad. And we should.
Yeah, that's about time we actually talked about it. It wasn't. Otherwise, you say, well, these guys just put 15 songs on an album when they should have put 10.
Right.
And they all had a purpose for being there. There's a slight narrative that runs through there.
It is a long album, man, but there's a purpose.
45 minutes, 40 something.
It's a goddamn rock opera, man.
Yeah, it's a rock opera.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was going to be a double album rock opera. Can't lose with that. So. But we found a way to we're really happy with that. There's nothing that we wanted to cut.
Yeah, I think it all works.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's cool. Was there an idea to make like, how, like Michael Jackson had like 20-minute, 30-minute movie, short movies where it was like 4 songs.
We don't have the budget,
Right? Yeah.
That's a straight up good.
Definitely,
answer.
it's in the wheelhouse.
Yeah.
If we had more funding,
MJ money.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotcha. MJ money. Yeah.
Some of these songs are actually, we've always written short songs, but some of these are long. They're cinematic.
Yeah.
In scope, and I'd love to see them on film.
Yeah.
In any form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. Yeah.
What is it? What was that shit at the Epcot Center? The Dr.
EO.
Ooh, yeah, Dr. EO, yeah.
Yeah, let's do some
Captain
kind
EO.
of that shit.
Captain EO.
Some
Captain
that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Dr. EO is his cousin. Yeah.
Oh man, MJ bad.
Oh man.
We did shoot one video. We shot it for Crime of the Century.
Right.
We did that, and that's on YouTube and other places as well.
Yeah.
That was shot at Saturn. That was great. Those guys really came through for Jackie Lowe's Substrate Radio Bingo with her and Jason Hamrick.
Yeah.
And that was fun. And a couple of cats couldn't be there, so we had a picture of Christopher Johnson and Jack Pritchett as pillows. We had them as pillow form. We got to throw at the camera.
Yeah. They didn't have the budget to get us
to get you up
we
here.
couldn't afford to get you guys to the place, so it's like whoever can show up, and whoever can't, you'll be in pillow form,
right?
So we had their likenesses on the face.
I'm here now, and I'm available for brunches, weddings. You guys,
this is true.
Yeah. Yeah. That's one thing. I moved here with my girlfriend last year.
Yeah,
and so. One thing is Saturn is like crazy cool.
Yeah.
And it's like they care about the music community and just the community
do you
at
know
large.
Who opened up that club?
Brian from
Manor
Afterman. Yeah.
That we've played shows with him.
Yeah.
There's a history there. Man, he's a rad dude.
Yeah.
They helped us with the Pain Days with getting somewhere to record.
Okay.
And we recorded the first all the albums I recorded with Pain was at Zero Return Studios by Jim Marr, and that's where Men Are Astroman recorded and stuff. And I think they hooked us up with that, and it just so we've been eternally grateful. And I think those guys have done everything right with the music venue and just the atmosphere and a place
great.
they have coffee and
Well, I was telling Adam, I remember in the late '90s when I was in college in Tuscaloosa, like how depressing Birmingham was. Like I'd rather hang out in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
But I don't feel that way anymore. I feel like there's been a lot of growth in this community, and there's little pretty flowers and delicious gumbo here and there.
Yeah, it's from what I've heard, it's definitely had like a complete, or like not complete, but a good turnaround.
It's not gross anymore.
Yeah,
it's kind of cool.
Yeah. One question I wanted to ask was there, whenever y'all came back at Salvo, did you want to separate yourselves from Pain, or?
Not really.
Yeah.
No. It's been liberating now.
Yeah.
But we had an original founding member that didn't want to be a part of it.
Okay.
Out of respect to them, we ended up changing the name.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
To make sure we stayed in obscurity forever. And so now we just kind of go by Salvo from the members of, and Salvo. But the good thing is, it's turned out that we don't have to sound the way we did. We feel like we're writing the music that we need to be writing right now, in a style that we want to write.
Yeah.
We're always going to sound a certain way. Dan's always going to sound like Dan.
Right.
Our singer, Dan Lord. But I think there's a quirkiness to the writing. But if we tried to capture what we did 25 years ago, 30 years ago, we did that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy. Some of the songs, the tempos are still way up there. I caught one of the songs we're writing now, the tempo is at 276 BPMs. I'm really impressed. I can't wait to see how that gets played.
Yeah.
but we have the talent to do it.
Yeah.
So as long as we're able to play what we want to play and play the stuff that we love playing the old songs.
Yeah.
Because we took an 18-year, 20-year break. So there's still a lot of it doesn't feel like nostalgia to us.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Anyway.
That's the whole thing to me is it's not the same band.
Yeah.
Payne put out great recording. I'm very proud of them.
Right.
It's a cool part of my life, but Salvo is doing a different thing.
For sure.
And I think Adam had a point and then like kind of,
I got away from
reversed himself.
Yeah,
I
tried to. I intentionally steered away from that question.
Sorry. Yeah.
We write original tunes, and we're going to be putting out 2 albums and an EP in the next year or so.
Yeah.
So we're putting out a lot of content, and it's original, and that's what I like about this band, because I really enjoy jazz gigs too,
Right.
But anybody can play Louis Armstrong or, anybody, man.
Yeah.
Bebop, modal, whatever you want to do, But, like, one of the cool things I like about these guys is, like, the only time you're going to hear these songs if you come to our show.
Right.
And I actually don't hate them. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if I hated them, that would suck.
Right.
Yeah. That'd be a very long night.
It'd be a drag gig.
That's a good point. There's beauty in a lot of music, but these songs are written in the original, and by original, I feel that they actually have a lot of originality to them. And this experience them live is something else.
Yeah.
I'll stand by it, man. I'll stand by this shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
Come on out to Saturn. I'll fight you. Not really. I'm more of a lover than a fighter, though.
Yeah. No.
I'm more of a sleeper.
I'm a sleeper guy.
Yeah. I'm more of a napper.
I'm a snacker / sleeper. Yeah. Asbestos Records, is that?
Yeah, it's Matt Flood's label, and he does reissues for a lot of ska and punk bands.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So we were looking for somebody else to put out a record.
Yeah.
And he was very transparent. Just said, "Look, I'll put out." He was trying to put out the old Payne stuff.
Okay.
And during that conversation, I said, "I'll put out your new album and just help you with some looking for booking some shows, some tour stuff, some festivals."
That's cool.
And it's been a pretty square deal so far. Except we haven't gotten the albums yet. It's just been a lot of things out of beyond our control.
Right. Yeah. Vinyl production is totally shit.
Yeah. Sorry, Flood. Yeah. I know you feel this too.
Yeah.
Well, if it makes you guys feel any better, I blame myself. You guys are doing okay.
Yeah. I think our pressing plant caught fire or did something or had to start over.
Like in Slovakia or wherever it was.
Yeah, we had somebody built a brand new one and it got pushed back several months.
Yeah.
But anyway, it has nothing to do with your question. Anyway.
No, I love it. I love talking about vinyl
I like
production.
Matt. Yeah.
That's cool. Is that, are you guys going to put out the future stuff with him, or is there any plans for anything? Is that just all up in the air? Everything's
up in the air.
Okay, yeah.
But I enjoy our conversations. That's about as much as we've got so far.
Yeah.
But they've been good conversations. He and I have been discussing putting something out for 12 years.
Yeah.
So I really admire his diligence.
Yeah.
He has not let up on it.
Yeah.
And it's been a good conversation.
That's cool.
And I'm looking forward to see what happens next.
Yeah. Yeah. I think with the new album, there's definitely there's a good mix of, and now that I know that it's a full constructed front to back.
It's a performance piece.
Yeah. But there's good power pop sensibility, and there's a good mix of everything.
Man, we get in debates about this shit though, because Dan's getting older and he's a better composer than he used to be. He's got a lot more ideas going on. But sometimes I'm like, you know what? 3 minutes is cool. Bong, bong.
Yeah.
Tight up. Put that old crunch on it. We're done.
Yeah.
So we're trying to find a balance.
Yeah.
With all that stuff.
Yeah. I like it.
And we tried to achieve that on this album.
Yeah.
Get both of those worlds going on.
Yeah, because I don't know. When I think of concept albums, I think of Mars Volta or something where there's there's technically 3 songs on this album, but it's an hour and a half long, you know?
We didn't want to do that.
No, exactly.
No disrespect to those guys, but
No.
this is but
No, yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah.
But, yeah, seriously, it's basically like a lot of little minuets and little pieces of art, just like all lined up, and that's mostly to be credited with Dan, man. He's our main composer, and Adam brings a lot to the table. Basically, I'm here for counter melody, and we all just lay in the cut and do what they tell us to do, man. So, trust me, I would not be here just out of friendship.
Yeah.
Although I do love these guys, but the music's cool. Like I'm really feeling it.
It's a good group of guys to follow into battle.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that line. That's the soundbite.
Follow him into to the gates of hell.
Falling in line.
Following into battle. We follow into battle. I'll follow Dan into battle. He comes up with something.
We're gonna battle on Saturday. I'm gonna rap.
That's right.
Cool.
Are you gonna the ladies of, or are you gonna try and set up a rap battle with them?
With the
maybe?
ladies up, I don't know.
I wish. Okay, this is literally right
into the
now.
cipher?
This is
Yeah.
we're putting it out there. Ladies of, what you got? Let's do it.
I love that Mark Patrick plays with them. We've known him since years with the Storm Orphans, the In-Laws, and he opened World Gig Records in Tuscaloosa when we lived there.
Okay.
He sold a lot of our records.
Yeah.
and I used to love worked with him on years. I've known him for years, and now he's the director of the ASO in town.
Okay.
And so when he's not working with the symphony, he's playing with the ladies of
Okay.
Jake Break. So it's, I mean, those guys do it strictly for the love of music.
Yeah, I was always more of a wind ensemble kind of guy. Whatever symphony, dude. You got rap battle.
Rap battle.
Rap battle.
I guess the gauntlet's been dropped.
Symphony, dude.
Symphony, dude.
Gauntlet. What am I saying? Gauntlet. Jeez. I
I'm
can't
just
say
playing.
words.
I'm really excited. I'm trying to have fun.
So, Chris, are you classically trained in
Yeah.
saxophone?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Like
What?
euphonium.
What's your favorite saxophone
Right.
type of like?
My favorite
Alto
saxophone is
versus-
bass saxophone, but
Okay.
I can't afford one. So in lieu of a bass saxophone, I play Barry saxophone,
Okay.
which is super cool too. I like the low saxophones, but also I like a low saxophone with a clarinet. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you get
flute is garbage unless you're playing Afrobeat.
playing what? Afro
Beat.
Afrobeat.
Okay.
Yeah, look up Buddha Spin.
Okay.
They're awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Adam, are you classically trained in guitar?
I took lessons. I
Smoke on
went
the
to school
water?
for it.
Yeah?
I
Okay.
went to school for it, but I ended up joining a band called Pain and driving around in a van. So that's as far. But yeah, I did go to school for jazz, and I've been writing songs ever since.
Okay.
So
Was Pain both y'all's first like torn around band?
yeah, for me. Was it yours? What'd you do before that?
You're touring before that?
Touring wise?
A little bit, man. There was this competition when I was in high school. We played on a pallet in front of a Walmart.
Okay.
And I can't remember the guy's name that we had the opportunity to open up for, but we opened up for a few gigs from some guy called Ty Cooter or something.
Ty Cooter.
It's not right Cooter.
It's
I'm not
not-
trying to
yeah, yeah.
do code.
No,
But,
no.
like it's just some fucking weirdo one hit wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I was in a band, and it was the first band I ever played with outside of like high school. So I played bass. We played "The Race Is On," "The Race Is On," and here comes pride in the backstretch. Heartache. Inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we won, and we opened up for this guy for a few days.
Okay.
And this super cool dude had a Walmart trailer that was like a transformer. I swear to God, they rode around in this bus.
Okay.
And when they got there, they would get out of the bus, and the bus would turn into a stage.
like an 18-wheeler with this.
Amazing. Yeah, and then we were the opening act. We play on whatever pallet they had laying around.
I love it.
The pallet tour.
It's
I played bass. It was great.
It's so like touring around, and you meet so many different people and so many different. You're just like, how am I here with Ty Cooter or whatever, and like.
I had a country band called Wild at Heart, and I'm one that came up with the name. So
I like it.
I don't know. I like the people in it.
Yeah.
Let me work on songs.
Yeah.
So I got a cool Rosewood telly out of it. I did not have the Walmart Transformer tour like Mr. Johnson did.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah. The is it? Do you set up all the shows and do all the or a lot of the reaching out to venues and booking stuff?
Yeah, I started doing that kind of at Christopher's behest saying, go book some shows so we can play them.
Yeah, because I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. So yeah.
Yeah, so I started booking more shows. We're doing an acoustic version too.
Okay.
And that's been loads of fun. We're doing it with saxophone, trombone, bass, acoustic, and Dan on melodica and vocals. And or sometimes it's just two of us, but that's the ideal. It's a 5-piece version.
Okay.
But we're taking some version of the acoustic Salvo around the country.
Okay.
And doing that, and so then we get to come back and play these large shows.
Yeah.
They're just dynamite.
That's cool.
It's true. It's very hard to hire an 8-piece band.
Right.
So for all you rich people out there, we just like to let you know we're dope, and you should hire us. Thank you.
That's I've been trying to say that for years, and you just said it in one sentence. Yeah, there you go.
That's all it is.
Yes.
Yeah. The logistics of
crazy.
8 people. Yeah.
If we were in our 20s, that might have been different. We were all in school. We had a U-Haul storage shed that we practiced in twice a week, and then we went and played.
Yeah.
Had the 5 bucket of blanket tour. But now there's adult life and stuff, and some of us are still lifers doing that.
Oh yeah.
And others have found ways to still do both.
Yeah.
But it turns into more weekends.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So we'd like to hit new grounds. We played Birmingham a few times. We may not play here for a while. This may be one of our last times for a while. So we want to have a big blowout for this show.
Yeah.
Don't exaggerate too much. It's not gonna be like a year or anything.
Oh, it'll be at least a year.
A year?
It's been a year. It's been
almost
almost 2 years since we played Saturn. So
really,
yeah, we played. I played post COVID, and that was a weird time. We're really grateful for the people that came out to see us.
So all the more reason we're gonna need all the rich people in the audience to reach out to us.
Yeah.
Even
we're
if
open and doing house parties if the budget is cool.
Even if it's not a year, you say like, oh, it's gonna be like 5 years. You know, it's not gonna be 5 years.
Oh no, it's not gonna be that. But
you gotta get the people like.
Oh,
we might not play Birmingham ever
We're
again.
the Who. Yeah. Remember the Who had a farewell tour for like every single tour they had for 20 years or 30 years. They're still farewelling, yeah.
Well, I can tell you we're about to record 2 albums and EP, and it's going to be a lot of work if we don't play a fucking gig.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll be around.
Well, my thing is, as long as we keep putting out music, I will put content out and content, and because we keep writing and having ideas, and one of the EPs that I was talking about is we're reuniting with. We had a song called Jabberjaw that we did for Cartoon Network.
The Shark,
and that gained us a new following after we had pretty much taken an indefinite hiatus and we're just defunct, really. And that drummer's name is Rusty Valentine, and Rusty Valentine is still playing drums, and we're doing an EP with him playing drums on that. We love our drummer Will Hudson, and Will said, "Yeah, give Rusty the EP. We'll just do a straight up 4-song." Cool. One genre, one rock thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like a side little boutique album because we love this guy. He played in Pain with us, and his name is Rusty Valentine.
Is that his Christian birth name?
Yeah, that's it.
As far as I'm concerned, it is. Yes.
Really, he didn't change
we're
it.
gonna name we're gonna name the album Rusty Valentine because. What a dope name.
It's a great name.
It's perfect.
We're just going to play 5 songs for him. It's going to be great.
Yeah, that's going to be part of the Salvo canon from now on. Yeah, I'm really happy. In the past, like with the Never Been EP, which became part of the Traveler, it was kind of a teaser to the Traveler and stuff like that. some friends in the business said, we love what you're doing. Everybody that's trying to sign you is going to say, what genre are you? And we're hearing 3 right now.
Yeah.
So the thing with Rusty is going to be punch in the teeth.
That should be how we describe
rock
ourselves
thing.
now on. They're like, so you're not ska. What are you? We're Rusty.
We're Rusty.
We're fucking Rusty, man.
Love it.
Get with it. All the kids are doing it.
That's like you said. That's one of the projects that we have underway.
Yeah. Do you guys? So like, when you're with Pain, there wasn't social media, especially like it is now, and so like, do you feel a pressure to constantly put out new songs and posts and all this?
Posts we do, songs I don't.
Yeah.
But songs keep coming so rapidly right now. It's like all this time away has stored up a bunch of stuff that's finally starting to click.
Yeah.
We feel inspired to do this.
Yeah.
So even if there's been a couple of lulls, maybe a month and a half, but we have such a good group of guys that contribute and a writing team that works well.
Yeah.
Now as far as Pain was one of the bands that got on the internet early.
Yeah.
And that was cool as far as just email and getting stuff out there and all. But yeah, it's funny to think for the beginning days of Pain, we just had it said to book us, please write to this 2112 PO Box 2112 and in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. Even then it was crazy. Come on, we could probably afford, one of us could afford a phone. So maybe we couldn't.
Yeah.
So that did get better.
I'm okay.
That got better.
Yeah. It's a completely different world now from
putting out massive content all the time. We're not going to do that.
Because
it's just the nature of the
beast.
beast.
A 15-song album,
right?
So I'm not going to follow it up 3 months later with.
Is it not just the nature of the beast though?
Right.
So like, I think maybe one thing he's trying to get at is, do you feel pressure to put content out there on a steady basis because we live in a content-based world?
Yeah.
And I am not even on Facebook. I don't do any of that stuff on a personal note. Yeah. But I understand why bands do and why we do.
Yeah.
But it's all like PR. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's why we're on any of it. It's for the PR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
there's definitely a pressure to produce, but we want to produce it in the way we want to produce it.
Yeah.
We don't be rushed, but there's clearly that level of pressure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird world now of like, you can't be, if like, I don't know, if like Prince or somebody was coming up now, you couldn't just be like, well, maybe Prince could be because he could back it up.
Album a year.
Yeah. But like, you can't be like aloof or like,
you can't be mysterious for 3 years and put out something that can just fall off unless you have a massive world tour.
Yeah.
And I agree. Yeah, we're like a weird spot in our life for just. I want to make sure the content's quality.
Yeah.
Before coronavirus happened, I was feeling super cool about my life, living in New Orleans, playing jazz music, just doing whatever I wanted to do, being free. And I was like, I'm going to take it back to the streets. I'm going to quit Facebook. I don't even want to join Instagram and all this stuff. And it's going to be like the 80s. I'm going to hang up flyers and stuff. You know? And then coronavirus happened. I was like, man, I wish I had all those friends now. I just got buried. But it's all part of it, man. Like there's definitely like people, keeping an eye on you and judging you for whatever thing, So it's our job to just put out positive content and hopefully make it infectious for you guys.
Yeah, I think it's infectious. I felt infected earlier.
I felt infected myself.
That's great. So, but you guys came back in 2019, right?
Right.
God, that was a fucking kick in the teeth to be like, we're back.
We're back, and then we had a New Year's Eve show, and then the world just stopped. So, so that was tough. We kind of our momentum just stalled. Like everybody's did at that time. But we had just gotten back and trying to get the word out.
Yeah.
Had a beautiful show here. Had a few beautiful 3 sold out shows and 4 shows total.
Yeah.
And then it just nothing.
Yeah.
And so we've been trying to get. In the meantime, we just wrote songs, but getting together we went through a lot of changes in this, during making this album. Really serious stuff happened to our bandmates in our lives. We went through, I don't know, marriages and divorces and clinics and all kinds of just lifestyle changes in general. And we bled a lot for this record. Yeah. And so to put out more content.
Yeah, it's kind of like, what else do you want from me?
Well, like Christopher said, now we've got
it's never ending, man. That's the world we live in. You know, you put out a rock opera, and they're like, yeah, well,
what's the next thing?
What else you got?
What's the next thing?
Some extra little tidbits, some lanyap, whatever.
Yeah. I can play you all the songs that didn't work. All the snippets that was a great idea for 2 days.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, no, we're excited.
Yeah, it's cool. My
wife Rebecca Guthrie does all the content for the social stuff. I should give her a big shout out because without her, no one would know that we'd have any shows or doing this to begin with.
Yeah, and
it all spawned from that.
Did she do the cover art?
For Off the Charts, and she found the artwork for Traveler.
Oh, okay.
And did that. We went to the guy that actually did the wood burned artwork for the album The Traveler. Yeah. He did posters for Janis Joplin. He does like some famous Janis Joplin posters and stuff. And his grandson.
Your wife is no slouch. Rebecca's a wonderful artist, and she has a great eye.
Yeah, the art's great. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks, guys. Rebecca, I hope you hear that.
Shout out to Rebecca. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. I did nothing without her.
Yeah. I like that it's like, I don't know, not a like. It seems like a small community, like your band.
Always has been.
Yeah. I like that.
For that many people in a band, it's very protective.
I don't want to be no bigger. Yeah. 8 is enough to fill our life with love.
We have
so old.
We have guest vocalists.
8 is enough. Yeah.
Like we said, like part of our we have a Goblin Orchestra family.
The Goblin family. Yeah.
And that includes. I mentioned some of the folks at String Theory, Rachel Wilson that sings on Hard to Hold and Keep My Peace and does some vocals on that. She's our sister and we love her. And but we travel and we perform with this 8-piece.
Yeah, Hard to Hold. That's a good one. I like her singing on that. It's great.
Yeah, it was naturally going to go to Dan, and Dan said, "I cannot be that sultry." So what about
Rachel sultry?
And she nailed it. You know,
I love it.
Jason Reed wrote the horns for that song, so that was really cool.
I love when somebody can, look inside themselves and see that they're not that sultry.
Yeah, we did a cover of 1999 once, and Dan said,
I love that you just said that. I could never.
A man needs to know thyself.
Sultry, I am not.
You did a 1999 cover
for the New Year's Eve show.
Okay.
For the year 2019, we did a cover of 1999. Okay. And Dan was going to sing it, and Rachel was singing Lisa Wendy part.
Lisa part, yeah.
And Dan said, "Adam, I can't say I've got a lion in my pocket, and baby, I'm ready to roar." She said, "How about we just hold a little pocket? Pull a lion out of my pocket." So that's far worse. It's far worse. So I ended up singing it. But Dan said, "You've been groomed your whole life as a Prince fan to do this," and it was the band came through with that one. Demondre Thurman played on that show.
Never heard of him.
He's another of the Salvo alum.
Okay.
And
some no-name guy?
Some no-name best euphonium player in the world.
Demondre out of you everything.
We love Demondre. Yeah. He played some incredible stuff on a couple of these records.
Yeah.
And especially on Off the Charts.
Yeah.
He did the work on that.
He was my roommate when I was a freshman in college.
He got Jason Reed into the band, I think.
Yeah.
So our trombonist, love you, Jason. Yeah.
Did you ever see Prince live?
I did. I saw Prince on the Emancipation tour.
Okay.
It was on a Sunday, so he played the cross, and
that's a good song.
He just nailed it on a Sunday.
Yeah.
So it was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was the Lakeview or
Lakefront
amphitheater in Atlanta.
Yeah.
That one over there. Yeah. And it was great. He had a lot to say that he played everything and made fun of himself a good bit, and
nice.
It's like did about 28 splits,
Okay.
36 or some ridiculous like dozens of splits.
Yeah.
And before he had hip surgery, it was amazing. It
Love
was
Prince,
amazing.
yeah.
So yeah, me too.
Yeah, he's great.
That guy is my favorite guitar player. It makes me feel like a superhero.
Fuck.
Like, that's how superheroes play rock guitar.
I constantly watch the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction of whenever my guitar gently weeps.
Oh
He's
yeah,
playing.
Jason Hamrick and I were discussing. We said, "Here, listen to this. I've heard it a million times, but we listen to it again anyway."
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, I'm going to show the camera. I'm holding my hand like because he had the phone.
Yeah.
Like that. That's what I'm doing, guys. I'm doing that. Oh yeah, but no, yeah. Now here's a big influence on some of these songs, like "Keep My Peace."
Yeah.
That's definitely a Prince guitar lick in there, and a Robert Smith lick in there too.
Cool.
So
I love it.
got to mix the Cure and Prince together and make it sound somewhat like what Salvo is.
I can't sit in a place for like an hour without smoking a cigarette, so I might walk outside for a second.
That's fine.
You guys want to hear a dad joke?
Sure.
All right. I already told him one earlier and it didn't go over well, so I'll try a different one. All right. What's blue and smells like red paint?
What's blue and smells like
red paint.
Blue and smells like red paint, man. It's very obvious. It's blue paint. I'm out of here.
Oh my god. I don't know how we can follow that up.
I think we'll find a good spot there.
That'd be fine. Yeah, we can wrap this rascal. Is there anybody? Yeah, stop. Is there anybody that you're listening to now that inspires your songwriting that you want to talk about?
Sure. I know Dan still loves Peter Gabriel and that his new music and stuff, and some people have ragged on it, but I love the fact the guy's a granddad and still coming up with stuff. And
it's crazy.
Today, Dan sent me music from Jeff Goldblum's So and So Orchestra.
Oh yeah, he plays jazz music, right?
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And as far as me, I should be able to tell you everything, but I don't know. I still like listening to like the new Steve Earle albums and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I like the new Nine Inch Nails stuff. I like the stuff that I think there's starting to be a trend.
Yeah.
I even like the new Soul Asylum album.
Okay.
Because there's songs like Handyman and stuff like Crime of the Century and stuff on there that was definitely inspired by late 80s and early 90s Soul Asylum.
Yeah.
And that energy. But that's for me, that's just part of where I grew up at. That was the age I was then.
Yeah.
But also, some of the guys have gotten clean and sober.
Okay.
I like their music better now for some of them, like Steve Earle and these songwriters
Steve Earle,
and stuff. I like his sober years so much better. And there's an album called by the Mastersons.
Okay.
That's I had a bandmate named Chris Porter. He was Porter. He had a band called the Back Row Baptist.
Okay.
And he passed away recently in a car accident. Well, his bass player for a while was named Bonnie Whitmore.
Okay.
And Bonnie's sister is Eleanor Whitmore, and she plays with her husband Chris Masterson, the Mastersons. Anyway, the Whitmore sisters put out an album that Chris Masterson produced.
Okay.
And it's called Ghost Stories, and you should definitely check that out as far as good just songwriting, Texas songwriting.
Okay.
As far as that genre. But as far as rock stuff, just listen to our friends, the new Model Citizen album.
Okay.
Model Citizen has a new album called Live at Dialback Sound.
Okay.
And the bass player is Matt Patton from the Dexatines and Drive-By Truckers.
Yeah.
And it's Craig Gates on bass and Mike Galt on drums. And that album, I wrote a small review of that record.
Okay.
Just to post for myself. That said the spirit of energy for this 3-piece rock band or 4-piece rock band. There's an organ player as well. And it defies genre as far as the spirit of it. Even though it's definitely a straight up garage, just hits you right so well.
Yeah.
What's he doing out there?
I think he's done smoking, but we can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you edit that part out too?
Oh, it's fine. Yeah. But yeah, Adam, thanks for joining me.
Yeah.
Chris
Johnson
is coming back in. We're about to finish here, Christopher. Yeah. Thanks for joining me. You guys had options, but you decided to talk to me.
I
appreciate it. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Hell yeah. Thank you guys.
Absolutely. Yeah. Hope to see you Saturday.
Hell yeah.